Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. It's a good day to be a Bayern fan. It's a good day. Mathys Tel has arrived in Munich. Let's just get straight into it. He's already here, literally. That's why I titled the show Mathys Tel Has Arrived, because he has. Look at him, man. Look at our Kylian Mbappe. Okay, let me shut up. Come on, look at him. Wow. Oh! Wow! Look at him get off! Wow! Oh, his first smile as a Bayern player. That's what the Barca fans do. Lewandowski's first words as a Barcelona player. What the hell? What a freaking weird club, man. Why do they do that? Lewandowski's first footsteps as a Bayern player. Look at him, man. Oh, man, his family's looking like a mafia family. Is that his dad? My man's just wearing a suit. His mom looks like the mafia boss, but she's, on the side. You think the dad's the gangster man, but his mom negotiated the contract. Look how she's not even looking. She got sunglasses on. Because that's the boss. Oh. You didn't even see the screen. Oh, man. Am I an idiot or what? Oh, no. Enough with the Mbappe comparison. God, man, this guy cannot take a joke for his life, man. Do you actually think I believe this dude is Kylian Mbappe? Like, you have to be dumb to genuinely think I think Mathys Tel is on Kylian Mbappe's level. You have to be stupid to believe that's me being serious. All right, well, that's good. He's doing his medical today. I think it was supposed to be yesterday. I mean, the sources were saying yesterday, and then some sources were saying today. These journalists get a lot wrong. I don't know why they would have thought he'd be doing a medical on a Sunday. I don't even think our facilities are open then, but I'm sure those doctors work overtime. Our medical doctors have been working this summer, man. They're so happy to be testing players instead of treating them, because usually it's just 3 of our players injured with hamstring injuries. And this summer, they've been treating them for hamstring injuries. And it's been a beautiful, beautiful summer for them. So Mathys Tel, by the way, thank goodness he's not getting the number 9. I was getting really worried because there were some news sources saying he might just get the number 9. Well, not entirely true. According to some sources, he's getting the number 39, which actually completes a sequence. So Gravenberch gets the 38. Mathys Tel gets the 39. And Nussar gets the number 40. So that's really interesting. It's like a sequence. 3 signings getting sequential numbers. That's good because it doesn't put this crazy pressure on this young man to be Robert Lewandowski's replacement right away. He can just have a little bit lower pressure without the shirt. So I'm happy. I think it would have been a really bad idea to give him the number 9, and now he has to be seen as the Robert Lewandowski. And if he doesn't score, he gets criticized. And he's 17, man. He's 17. He can always work his way up and try to get the number 9. But according to Nagelsmann, he's going to be playing a lot of games. He's going to get a chance to prove himself. And maybe this is the reason he joined us. He was promised a position. He was promised playtime. And with the departure of Robert, it made sense to get a youngster that could be a phenomenal player if he really put his head to it. And the club clearly believes he can work hard. There's some news around Konrad Laimer, but I'm not going to focus this show on Laimer. I'll make a separate video on him because people have been criticizing me for not talking about Laimer. Because in my heart, I'm like, I do rate Konrad Laimer as a Leipzig player. I just don't think he's technically limited to be a Bayern player. But I think it's going to happen. It looks like the club really wants him. They're going to agree a deal with Leipzig. Leipzig are adamant that they want 30 million, and Bayern are trying to give up 20 million, and it's like they're 8 million or so apart. It's just crazy. So Welcome to Bayern Mathys Tel. Let's see what this kid does. Nagelsmann is under a lot of pressure this season, man. Look at the signings we have made. We have backed him more than any manager. I think I said that a few days ago. Any manager in Bayern history. Yeah, certain managers got good players, but not in the same transfer window. We gave him 2 stars, 2 solutions. Well, actually, do you consider Noose a star? Then Gravenberch would be the prospect. Like, we gave him a lot of players in all the positions we needed. And now we're trying to sign Konrad Leimer, a player he really wants. He would have no excuses if we lost the game because of tactical this and that and the other, or because we didn't have enough players. I feel like we have enough players for everything. It would be his own fault if we played a back three and a center back got injured and we didn't have enough cover for it, because he could have just played a back four. So Nagelsmann has a lot of pressure. Also, I think he has pressure to develop players like Tel, because the fans are going to want to see Tel. They're going to want to see Nagelsmann grab some cojones and drop Thomas Müller if he drops a stinker. Drop Gnabry if he drops a stinker. He's going to have the balls to do that. Drop Sané if he drops a stinker. Because the trend is Sané doesn't play well, and Nagelsmann just keeps picking him. Thomas Müller might not play well, and Nagelsmann just keeps picking him. And then Musiala is on the bench, rotting there, instead of playing and developing himself and giving us something. And then he'll come off the bench, and he'll make the team lively. He'll get an assist. He'll dribble through and create a chance. And then the fans get excited. Nagelsmann has a press conference, says Jamal's abilities are amazing and helpful for the team. And then the next game, he won't even play, or he'll play, but it's out of position. Not the position he affected the game from. He'll play as a CDM or something. So Nagelsmann just needs to grab some cojones. You don't have Robert Lewandowski there anymore. So anyone that doesn't perform and give us some goals and assists needs to be dropped. Also, play a formation that fits our players. Remember how I was saying Bayern doesn't really work with a 4-2 or 3 at the back? Well, I have even more proof that we don't work with the 2-striker formation. Thomas Müller. If we want to get the best out of Thomas Müller, we do not play him as a striker. We play him as a Ramdator, a player that can pop up in any position, utilizing the inside right channel or the inside left channel to create chances for a striker. Müller works better with a striker in front of him. That's another reason why we shouldn't play the back three. If we play a 4-2-3-1, we can have Mane as a false striker. I don't think this 2-striker thing is going to work, especially with Thomas Müller, unless we're playing him as one of the cams. But then you're limiting his position to left-sided cam or right-sided cam. And I don't think he has the pace, the outside pace, to press the outsides. He presses the insides very well because it's a congested space and it's closer to what, you can watch his play. Müller will go and press someone. He's very energetic. But I feel like if you're making him press a fullback, he wouldn't be as fast as the fullback, clearly, right? But if he's pressing a center back, it's like, well, he has a chance. But you're not utilizing Müller in his best position by playing him as an outside cam. I don't agree with that. I don't think he can play in a 4-2-2 as an attacking midfielder. I think he needs to play behind a striker. And if you play him in a 4-2-2 as a striker that's behind the striker, it's technically a 4-2-3-1. So what's up? What's up now? You're still playing my formation. If you play him as a second striker, his hold-up play isn't a striker's hold-up play. His movement isn't really a striker's movement. He's not moving to score tap-ins. He's moving to create space. And that means a player like Gnabry needs to utilize that space. But Gnabry also moves like he wants to create chances. He moves out wide. He doesn't move to score tap-ins. You know who moved to score tap-ins? Lewandowski or any other striker in the world. They move to get themselves in good goal-scoring opportunities. I think Tel gives us something right away. He gives us a good mentality. Obviously, Bayern don't just scout players for their ability. They scout them for their mentality. We looked at Tel and we determined that this kid has a certain mentality that the club wants. And actually, there's a video coming out about that on the second channel, BayernNow Clips. Go subscribe to the second channel. It's not going to be a long video. It's going to be a bunch of clips from an interview I did last night with one of the viewers on the channel. Of course, I want to bring more people into the channel. So if you want to join BayernNow conversations, if you're a Leipzig fan or a Dortmund fan, I actually would love to host you. Well, actually, no, we have enough Dortmund fans, Leipzig and Leverkusen fans. I want to build like a content team of different clubs, people, like fans, and then we can talk about our clubs every week or twice a week. Be a nice concept. So DM me on Twitter or Instagram. I monitor both. I can't wait for Tel. I'm interested to see what our media team does. I hope they just put a picture, welcome to Bayern. I don't think he deserves like some announcement, black silhouette, and then it's like crazy. And yeah, we need this to be simple. There's people saying, why spend this much money for a player without, any real game time? I agree. It's a very stupid thing. On paper, for now, it looks dumb. If Tel doesn't succeed, we look stupid, and we look like we got fleeced by Stade Rennes. But man, if he succeeds, it looks like 3D, 4D chess from Bayern, because we signed one of the better players in the world for 20 million while he was 17, and now we have him for years. And you just know Tel is going to appreciate Bayern forever. Man City fans, Nagelsmann is the new Pep. This is his decade. If Nagelsmann is the new Pep, I am concerned. I would be really concerned if Nagelsmann is the new Pep, because that means he's overthinking the big games. And that's what it feels like watching Bayern sometimes. It feels like we're trying too hard to play a certain style. I feel like our players are lost when we try to complicate it with a back three. A lot of people on Twitter that I trust when it comes to ball knowledge are saying we do have to be a bit patient. The hardest job now is Nagelsmann's. I know it won't be easy. I know the magnitude of the challenge he's facing, but I believe he will lead this team, his team, to make a machine out of it. By the way, I do believe in Nagelsmann. I actually still think he's a generational manager. My opinion could change. I could come here in 2 months and be like, he sucks. I could join the bandwagon. But here's why I like Julian Nagelsmann. He's young, and he has a very high football IQ, clearly. Even if he got sacked by Bayern, I still believe he's going to be a class manager. But what Nagelsmann needs to do is implement a system that these players can play with and be comfortable in and compete in. I don't think a back three works for us. And he must know that. He must discover that Sane worked better at left wing. He didn't work well when I played him at the right wing position. Gnabry works better here, and Coman works better here. This team works better this way. He has to realize that at some point. He has to realize Pavard doesn't really offer much apart from headers and occasional tackles. He gets overplayed a lot. He gets outplayed by some simple winger with a little bit more pace than him. He has to start realizing these things. I think that's how he'll succeed at Bayern. That's what you had to love about Hansi Flick. He would realize the small things and then implement the changes right then and there. He wouldn't waste time. Hansi Flick realized, I need to use Thomas Müller here and instead of here. And that's how we'll perform well. Because if you get the best out of Thomas Müller, you get the best out of Jamal Musiala, Sané, and all our attackers, you score more goals naturally. And then now you got to figure out, how do I get the best out of Kimmich to create those chances? How do I put Kimmich in positions where he'll consistently make the great passes that we know him to be able to make? Because Kimmich in the last few months has kind of given me this weird energy where it doesn't feel like the same Kimmich under Flick, right? Does anyone else feel that? Kimmich used to get assist after assist. And now it feels like he's working too hard in midfield. Whether it's the way we press, I feel like Kimmich could control our games a little bit more. He could do more to be involved in how we control the tempo of the game. Maybe we miss Thiago too much. Yeah, Flick also got the best out of Goretzka. Now, of course, Goretzka's been injured a lot under Nagelsmann, but when Goretzka did play, there were very few games where you saw Leon Goretzka. You saw him score. You saw him do some incredible bursting runs for midfield and be combative. We didn't win too many midfield battles with Nagelsmann in the bigger games. I feel like if we have a team that presses us, we don't really play our way out of pressure. You see us going long. Under Flick, we would play our way out of pressure. And that was the difference. I remember against PSG, they would press us and we just poop, 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 poop. And it's like through their midfield. In the final of the Champions League, we weren't playing. We played our high line. I feel like Nagelsmann would drop the team back a little bit. I don't know. Our press also looks different. So Nagelsmann has a task on his hands because now it's, the honeymoon thing excuse is gone. Now if he doesn't perform, the fans are going to come for his head. They're going to be saying sack him because he got back, man. You can't say, oh, we didn't give him his players. We gave him his players. Even without Leimer, Nagelsmann still said they spoiled them with choices because he did get spoiled. Yeah, we lost Raka, we lost Lewandowski, we lost Chris Richards, but we got De Ligt, we got Noose, we got Gravenberch. We got Mane. Like, bro, he got back, bro. He got back. Well, obviously, Flick is better than Nagelsmann. That's not ever going to be a debate. But what's the point of saying that now? We can't get Flick again. Come on. Gravenberch to hold the ball in very tight situations is very reminiscent of Thiago. Yeah. That's what Thiago gave us. But Thiago gave us not just the technical finesse, but the game reading, the tracking back. People don't forget how good Thiago was defensively. Thiago was a CDM, babysitting. That's why he didn't get all the assists in the world. He wasn't a number 8. People think Thiago Alcantara was some attacking midfielder for us because they didn't watch Bayern. They were casual fans that watched highlights of Thiago. They didn't realize my man would start our attacks. He usually got the third assist, so he made the third pass or the other pass to get to the pass that got the assist, the pre-assist passes. Thiago was everything for us, and losing him meant we lost a lot. There's still a lot of Bayern fans that underrate Thiago. For me, Thiago is a Bayern legend. I'm not kidding you. The way he gave, the things he gave us are legendary. You don't get too many Thiagos in a club's history. Well, you can, but you have to get the right person that can do those same things. There's certain footballers that just do it different, man. So we'll always remember Thiago as long as we don't have a midfielder that does everything he does. But with Gravenberch, you get pretty damn close. Now, Gravenberch is a number 8. He's not a number 6. He's not a DM like Thiago was. He's not going to break up play like Thiago did. But what he'll give you is the technical finesse of Thiago, the feet, the tight spatial control. And you know why it looks crazier on Gravenberch? Because he's tall, so you wouldn't expect him to dribble his way out of pressure. But it makes it even better because he can just power his way through a midfield, like a Patrick Vieira, right? Or Patrice Vieira, what's his name? So, yeah, he can give you that, push his way out of midfield and win challenges. And so his size is a real advantage. So Gravenberch gives you that technical finesse. Kimmich might give you the passes that Thiago gave you, but more consistent. I think Kimmich is a better passer than Thiago. Yeah. So if you have those two in midfield, they complement each other. They make one complete Thiago. Oh, I miss Thiago, man. He's the reason I wore the number 6 for my jerseys. Why get De Bruyne when you have Muller? Who's saying get De Bruyne, man? Someone saying get De Bruyne? Ten Hag with Goretzka. Oh, Tel will. Why am I thinking of Ten Hag? Tel will hang with Goretzka, would build muscle. I don't think Mathys Tel's physicality is a problem. Let me show you this video again because I think you forgot what he looks like. I talked about this. Tel's physicality is crazy for a 17-year-old. This makes no sense. Look at his upper body. Look how built he is. Now, he's not Lewandowski, right? But look at him. He doesn't look skinny. Like there's a presence about the way he looks. You get it? Tel looks different from a 17-year-old. To put that into perspective, look at Pedri when he was 17. He looked 17. And now he's getting better and bigger, more muscular. Mathys Tel is already built physically. Like, it's weird. I find it odd that this kid, like, his face looks mature. He doesn't look 17, man. He looks like he's 20, 25. Yeah. And his mannerisms is that of a player that looks like, he has some experience. So I wouldn't say Tel is in need of muscle. And muscle, by the way, isn't necessary for football. Keep saying Musiala needs muscle. Okay, I'm going to show you this. Tel's development, and I want you to give me your opinions. So I Googled Mathys Tel. This is a picture of him when he was probably 16. His legs, very muscular. But you see his frame isn't the same as when I click here, right? Like, how about this one? Like, there's clear development. His upper body looks bulkier. His shoulders are bigger. His traps are bigger. His back just looks bigger. But here he looks his age here. Like, he looks like he's 16 a little bit, 15 maybe. And here, just you can see like development in his stature, not his arms. Don't worry about arms when you play football. Worry about core strength and those sort of things. So Mathys Tel it's obviously very telling. Oh, you didn't see what I was showing you. Okay, I was showing you the difference between him here and him here, right? The legs are still there, and this is probably when he's 15. He's 15 here probably, right? You can tell. Look at his shoulders, bro. Now, look at someone like Paul Vanner. Look at him. Look at his arms. Just small, right? His shoulders aren't really popping. The muscles, his shirt looks like he's wearing a shirt. Like, it doesn't look like his traps pop up. He's very small. He's tall, though, but he's very, very small. Compare that again to Mathys Tel. My man's shoulders are popping, right? That's what it means to be physically built. It looks like he's just bigger in frame, but look at him when he was younger, right? You can tell this dude works in the gym. Look at his freaking back, man. This is good. It's amazing. Look at him. His shoulders are some. Look at him, bro. Look at his body, his legs. They're freaking they're toned. Now, compare that to Lewandowski. He doesn't need all the muscles, Tel, because, I don't know, he is physically strong. But the legs are almost the same as Levy's legs. He has the toned legs as well. So, for me, look at him, man. Look at him compared to some senior player. Built. So, yeah, I don't, yeah, he has the Mbappe frame. That's the best way to put it. I don't see too many 17-year-olds. And by the way, I have a question. Which side of 17 is Tel? This dude was born in April, so he just turned 17. Oh my. I'm thinking like, tomorrow he turns 18. Dude, he's on the good side of 17. And he looks like that. How many 16-year-olds have traps like that? So it looks like Tel works hard in the gym. And that's what you need to know. He doesn't need muscle. Look up Kingsley Coman's muscle. Kingsley looks toned, right? But his arms are just, they don't look like that. Oh man. So this kid looks like he works hard. And I know what that body looks like, because I think I got the same thing going on. My arms are obviously bigger because I just crazy bicep genetics. But you can see we got the same traps. The legs are probably the same. You know, got the toned legs. I don't have big legs. I can't. Well, relative to a lot of people, I might, right? So yeah, we're gonna love Tel, man. If he works hard, I think he can give us something, but not right away. Don't give him too much pressure, guys. Come on. Neuer's a freak. He will play until he's 40. Yeah, Manuel Neuer is amazing. And people keep telling me, who should we replace Neuer with? I'm like, why would we think about that? You have 1/5 of Tel's physicality. Oh, come on. Don't do me like that. Nobody wants to see your legs. Of course you want to see my legs, man. All right, let me stop. Okay, see, there's that one person that's still thinking of replacing Neuer. We have Nubo, by the way, who is doing really well at Monaco. He's still a Bayern player. So if you ever want to replace Neuer, think about Nubo. Yeah, and where did Monaco finish? Where did they finish? Nubel's only 25. His contract ends next year, so Bayern got him for free, and we could literally lose him for free. He's Monaco's starting goalkeeper. So Nubel, man, come on. He can be the guy in the future. He has the talent. His saves are good. But I don't think Bayern are going to renew his contract. I don't think he's ever going to play for Bayern, dude. Because Neuer's still on top of his game. I think what we could do is renew Nubel's contract, give him the prospect of replacing Neuer, but always loan him. I think there's a club out there that would want that. What do you guys think? Who's Noel Aseko? Who's that? I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Do you think he's going to play his first game against Leipzig? Okay, let's get back to Konrad Laimer. Oh, shoot. To Mathys Tel. It's because I have a Laimer video coming out very soon. It's a video, not a live stream. Oh, Ronaldo's back at Manchester United. Interesting. Wow. After all that twerking for Bayern, he's back to United. Interesting. I don't think Tel's going to play against Leipzig. Here's why. He would have been here for 4 days. No. When do we play Leipzig? The 30th or 31st? Huh, interesting. Mathys Tel and his agent lowered their signing on fee and agent commissions in order to facilitate the move to FC Bayern. Wow, man. That's crazy. So his agents decided to make less money so Bayern could afford the move. Oh, yeah, baby! Bayern will fly to the U.S. once again next summer for a preseason tour. There's some people complaining, the times. And look, I want the FC Bayern back. Okay, that time I hope flights aren't like twice as expensive as they were, and I want to watch my team. I want to vlog it too. So if you want to see those vlogs, subscribe and leave a like. I'm excited. I do want to watch Bayern in the U.S., dude. I do want to watch Bayern in the U.S. Bayern should come to L.A. They wouldn't. They never do that. Well, you talked a lot of crap and just proved with that comment you know jack about football. I must have just entered the middle of a debate, and I thought that was about me, but that's someone else. It's stupid to go for Laimer. We need a DM. Sell Zirkzee, Sabitzer, Chupo, and Sarr to get De Jong. You know what? That's not even a bad idea. Look at what Frankie De Jong was doing against Real Madrid. But the thing is, De Jong has some weird mentality. He wouldn't join Bayern Munich because of the damn weather. Also, Barcelona is still pushing to remove De Jong from their team, which is such a weird thing. Even at center back, he looks good. That's what good footballers can do. They look good anywhere. Kimmich can play left wing and look good. He can play right back and look world class. He can play center back and look good. The best players can play in any position. And the fact that Barca are pushing so hard to get rid of De Jong, who's heading into his prime, by the way. Frankie De Jong will ball out at his next club because it's going to be a personal thing. But he needs to change his mentality. Football is not just about weather, Frankie. It's not just about the sunny beaches of Barcelona. Do they even have beaches in Barca? I don't care. It's not just about that. Sometimes it's about the club you play for. It's about the mentality. It's about winning. Champions League finals. Barcelona will take you nowhere, dude. Someone needs to tell that to Frankie. I don't know if it's his family that's doing this, but I find it very hard to believe De Jong is this stupid. Why is he still staying at Barcelona? It's like a freaking toxic relationship. It's weird. They're playing you at center back. That's clearly a sign of disrespect. Because you're a freaking baller in midfield. And people say, Frankie passes sideways. Dude, did you watch him at center back? He would drive forward, never lose the ball, and then pass it forward. His progressive play is crazy if you tell him to. I feel like Xavi's telling him to just keep the ball. And it's the team's coaching. This dude had Ronald Koeman at Barca. Who was his first coach? Was it Ernesto something? Well, then, if you have that guy as your first coach, I understand why you're not performing. Respect De Jong, bro. Aseko is the biggest talent in Germany. What happened to Musiala? What happened to... I don't know who that is, man. I'm not even going to pretend I know. Why would I care? He doesn't play for my team. He doesn't play for my team. I'm tired of talents, man. There's always a talent out there, right? There's always a talent that's more talented than the other talent that was considered the bigger talent. Sometimes just give me a player that I need to know for the position we need. We don't need a goalkeeper if that's what he plays. Oh, man. Arejo. Who's Ronald Arejo? I know who he is. Apparently Barcelona's good center back. When we played Barca, I didn't really feel threatened by him. Maybe he was just inexperienced. But he handled Rudiger, man. Barca have a good player on their hands. When does Bayern announce Tel signing? So Tel arrived. Our media team was clearly seen with him. They weren't even trying to hide it. Literally, there's the Bayern logo. Actually, the picture of him is in an Audi. So he's doing his medical right now. And any moment it gets announced, the pictures are going to be out. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, since Bayern's coming to the U.S., more than 2 friendlies, please. We don't need a tour for a day. Give us a 3-week tour. We had a 1-week tour. We played 1 game that was important against City. The other game was just an MLS team, one of the worst MLS teams in DC. Come on, please, man. Give us some more games. We want to see 4 or even 5 games. Look at Arsenal. They played Charlotte. They played Aston Villa, I think. They play Villa. Well, Arsenal played a lot of games. They played more games than us. So, yeah, I think we need to see more games from what I saw. Pavard is leaving, ? Well, he's linked to a move out. I'm not sure if we'll actually sell him, but I would want us to sell him. played Chelsea. Yeah, they played Chelsea as well. Kimmich plays right back and becomes best right back in the world. Plays DM and becomes best DM in the world. Yes, that's what good footballers can do. They can play anywhere and look world class, as long as they have the capabilities to play in those positions. De Jong can play center back because he's tall, I suppose, I guess, relative to most people. And he's technically gifted enough to understand the game. And the fact that he can play center back just tells you his maturity in football is crazy. It's different. So, boys, we need to see some things next season, man. With Tel coming in and perhaps Conrad Leimer, we need to see something different. People are overjudging the preseason game. Don't overjudge that. What you should look at is the performance. Did we have enough rhythm? Did we open City up a few times consistently throughout the game? I'd say nah, but also yes, because we created some chances. They pressed us into oblivion. We had to go long a few times, and Ake was winning headers. So, yeah, City did give us some problems. They pressed us very high, but we also gave them problems when we pressed them. So it was an interesting game. The goal they scored shouldn't have been a goal. So in any other universe, it was 0-0. And no one's talking about anything. People are saying we went, I don't know. They're saying we were 50-50 with City. Now, because we lost, and there's a feeling of, because we're Bayern fans, we don't want to lose any games. But at the same time, don't overjudge preseason games, because I swear I don't even remember the last preseason game we won. Oh, DC United, but that doesn't count because it's some bums. I think we lost against Ajax, Nagelsmann's first season. I don't even win any preseason games under Flick. Who did we even play? I don't even remember preseason games like that. Haaland was like, "This is my first win against Bayern." I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? This is not a win, dude. You did not play Bayern in an important game. You're doubting Nagelsmann. Why? Well, I understand, from last season. Bonus Sosar still to come. Is that the left back from Stuttgart? Do you really think Bayern need a backup left back with Lucas and Davies? Also, Stanisic also played in that position. Bro, Paul Werner was playing left wing back. I wanted to puke. Did no one else clock that? He's playing left wing back. Ugh. Disturbing. Oh, Tel's coming into the first team, boys. Boys, he's coming into the first team. He's not going to be playing in the second team. Trust me. Nagelsmann is under immense pressure to perform. You're not wrong. I think there's going to be a lot of fans that would be very angry if he didn't perform and get this team doing the things we've been wanting them to do for the past year. Nagelsmann is indeed under a lot of pressure to perform. I just hate 3 at the back. Me too. Oh, Aseko does play for Bayern. Dude, I don't know who this is, man. Oh, boys, I don't know who this is. Oh, that's the kid we signed from Hertha Berlin. Right? Hertha, right? Yeah. Oh, y'all were confusing me. I was so lost. I thought we signed this kid from Hertha Berlin. I remember the comment. It was like, Bayern's buying the league again. I'm like, bro, he's literally 15 or something. How are we buying the league? And he plays CDM. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I took an L there. I took an L. Let's see what he does. He's 16, so I'm not really going to look at him for another 2 years. His name might start coming up, but let's be real. We're not going to play him just yet. We're going to see if he develops. Now it makes sense. That I took a massive L there. L's in the chat for George Lorge in the chat. L's in the chat for me, man. That was a big L. I was like, Well, but his name sounds different when you. I know him as Killy, man, because that's his name. People are saying, "Can I use a mic?" No, I have a mic. How tall is Tel? He's 6'1". Isn't that crazy? Almost unbelievable. Dude, I didn't believe it when I saw it, but he's a tall kid, man. At 17 to be that tall? Well, what am I saying it like? No, he's 6 foot. My bad. So he's 184 meters in no, 83 meters. Dude, I don't know how much is that in feet. Okay, he's 6 feet tall. Good. So on the spot, that's actually as tall as me. Is Bayern's midfield the best in the world? No. Unfortunately, nah. I think Manchester City and Real Madrid have some very interesting talents in their midfield. I think our midfield still lacks something, which is why we're looking for Limer. I would like Ismail Bennassar. Man, I'm obsessed with this guy, man. People, I'm obsessed. We need to fulfill my demands. I literally just talk about him every video. But Bennassar's my guy. He's so good. He cooks every time he plays. 45 million, I would take him overnight, dude. AC would make their profit. He wants to probably join Bayern. Just another player that is obsessed with Bayern. He was obsessed with Thiago. He always talked about how Thiago was his inspiration. He watched Bayern. Bennassar would come to Bayern in a heartbeat, dude. Like, the streets know Bennassar is my guy. When any club signs him, just know I said it first. Because people look at this goal. You can't look at it because it's copyrighted, but that's a Thiago Alcantara goal. By the way, if you're not following BayernNow on Twitter, at NowBayern on Twitter, I did tweet something. Nagelsmann is losing a lot of people. Personally, I still support him. But if he doesn't do the following, I'll be calling for him to be sacked. Play a formation that suits our players, a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. But with the 4-3-3, you're not going to have Thomas Muller. So that's unfortunate. You would have Leon Goretzka, Gravenberch, and Kimmich in that midfield, or Limer over Goretzka if he's injured, if you have Limer. And then, someone had a decent perspective that I made into a mini thread. He says, he's clowned Nagelsmann for years, or Brazo for years, but he saw his job on the line and knew he needed to step up, and he did. Nagelsmann is in the same boat. There's no honeymoon period for him anymore. He needs to win and play well while winning. Because the thing with Bayern is you don't just need to play well, okay? You need to win. But I think Nagelsmann can get this team playing well consistently. Four, 2, 3, 1. He belongs to the streets. Who are we talking about? Nah, the streets agree with Bennassar being the best midfielder of all time. Best African in the world. Behind Mane, obviously. Would cost 43 million pounds. Oh, bro, that's so cheap. I think he's worth 90. Bayern should pay overpriced for Bennassar just because I like him. He needs to sack his assistants. I don't see a problem with Dino Topmuller. I don't see a problem with the other guys that are his assistants. Maybe that's another reason Nagelsmann doesn't really get challenged by his coaching staff. Maybe he doesn't get challenged. Not that another reason. I don't know if he does. Maybe he doesn't get challenged in the coaching ground because his coaches are his coaches. We didn't maintain any of our coaches. Herman Garland is gone. So I feel like he would have challenged Nagelsmann. He would have been like, Bayern play a 4-2-3-1. Muller's suited for this position. Musiala is only suited for this position. This club started talking about Musiala in midfield and DM. I wanted to lose my mind. If you remember, Dino Topmuller won a game, right? What's my real name? Anyone in the chat want to answer that? Wrong answers only. Wrong answers only. Well, it's been a fun stream, everyone. Talking about our Kylian Mbappe. Someone's gonna be like, "How dare you call him Mbappe? He's not Mbappe. Relax. You're too demanding already." Look, it's a joke. Relax, man. It's not that deep. By the way, we are nearing 8.5 thousand subscribers, which is incredibly crazy. So thank you everyone so much for the support recently. Make sure you subscribe and share the content. I do appreciate it. This channel is growing at levels I've never seen before, nor did I think possible. So I do appreciate you. Don't ever let me know I don't appreciate you. I do. What am I saying? I don't know. Yeah. I am out. Sosar will cost 20 to 25 million. George Dino. This dude wants to know my surname. Dude, I'm not marrying you. What the hell? My name is BayernNow. I say we watch you react to Benassar compilation. I'm not trying to get demonetized. I need the 50 cents this video makes me. I need all the cents. Is there any left back available? Well, this answers you. Bonasar. No. Bonasar is not my name. Come on, dude. But yeah, wrong answers only. Yeah, so that's your left back. Bonus Sosar. I almost don't want to sign him because of his name. All right, Mia, San Mia, and Peace.